I wanted to ignore my mother-in-law. Listen to your father who gave you life, and do not despise your mother when she is old. Proverbs 23:22. My mother-in-law was sitting right behind my seat. We were rushing to our church with many church members in our car. It had been quite a while since we left our house, and we were speeding up, when her urgent voice rang in the car. Oh no! Startled while driving, I asked her what happened. After years of living with my mother-in-law, I knew well enough that such a scream was a sign that she had left something at home again. She was always like that. Without exception, she again said, I left my hearing aid at home. Actually, her hearing aid didn't seem to help her much. Due to severe dementia, she frequently lost her memory. My mind began to turn into chaos as I debated about what I should. I should get to church as soon as possible and greet the members. If we go back home to get the hearing aid, we'll be late. The hearing aid really doesn't make any difference, does it? Well, I should just ignore her and head to church. Without replying to my mother-in-law, I continued to drive. No one in the car said a word. No one seemed to pay any attention to an old woman with dementia. As I kept my mouth tightly shut and began to hit on the accelerator harder, the Lord spoke to my mind. Go back home and get the hearing aid first. One small act of kindness is more important than greeting church members or participating in the worship service at church. I was now quite familiar with his voice. As I hesitated, the Lord spoke again. Don't look down on her just because she has dementia. You shouldn't belittle her just because she is old. Go back now. You should help her. I couldn't hesitate anymore. The Lord was telling me to quickly turn. I immediately made a U-turn. My mother-in-law knew that her request had been ignored. Feeling sad and resentful, she lamented on her misfortune of living too long. Listening to her sigh, I could understand why Jesus had told me to turn back. It was because he knew the need of this old and ill woman. I quickly turned the car and went back home. I found the hearing aid in the pocket of her pants and brought it to her. Inserting it into her ear, my mother-in-law smiled. On the way back to church, my heart was filled with a beautiful, warm feeling of peace and joy. Good job! See how happy you feel when you show a little kindness. As a reward for obeying him, Jesus gave me an invaluable peace and tranquil joy in my heart.